What do you make of the news? And, typically a headline like this might actually cause Bitcoin to go the other way. But the idea that it can get around regulations and Binance can still operate, is that bullish?
Well, I mean, Bitcoin is supremely volatile, so I wouldn't read too much into the short-term price action. But Binance's entire raison d'etre is that it clears and settles on these decentralized blockchains. And so it does have this ability to kind of resist regulatory impulses. It's been doing that for, its entire existence. And so it's no surprise to me that people believe that Binance can sort of stay outside of the grasp of regulators. Although, it seems like the FCA and other global regulators are starting to take it much more seriously these days.
Right. So, Nick, what do you attribute then to Bitcoins and cryptos more broader sort of fall over the last few weeks? Bitcoin specifically coming down from above 60,000, if not regulation. What is attributing to that?
Well, some people are concerned about developments out of China, of course. We've seen Bitcoin hash rate fall by around 50%. That's the network hash. That's the number of machines active on the network. But more interestingly, I think the Chinese Communist Party is, turning the screw on the local onshore exchanges, Huobi and OKCoin, and putting them under increasing pressure. Both of them now instructed to reduce or eliminate the ability for Chinese nationals to trade with derivatives. It looks like the CCP is also stemming the flow of yuan to crypto through some of these other OTC channels and cracking down on sort of the banking linkages connecting yuan to crypto markets. So that's probably, part of what I attribute this weakness to.
Hey, Nick, on the global ladder or spectrum of regulators and their aggressiveness in trying to crack down on crypto at large, I assume you'd put China toward the top. Is the UK also up there? I mean, and as a result, what sort of lessons would you take from the UK jumping into this story?
Well, China has managed currency, and so they're very sensitive to capital outflows. So it's no surprise that they've been aggressively trying to eliminate mining, which was one way to offshore value effectively from the mainland, and now, applying scrutiny to exchanges. Britain has historically been pretty hostile to the crypto industry, including banning a lot of these ETPs in the country historically. And so it's kind of interesting, the UK is a center of finance, at least pre-Brexit, they were the nexus of European finance. And so their stance on crypto has always been a little puzzling to me, but they seem very concerned with consumer protection. And it looks like cracking down on Bitcoin and Bitcoin derivatives platforms is sort of part of that broader play for them.
Nick, a crackdown on Binance, is that a good signal for Coinbase, which is expanding its own footprint?
Well, Coinbase has always pursued a much more accommodating regulatory strategy. They have every license under the sun in the U.S., and they have fairly tight relationships with past and current regulators. So they certainly have been taking a radically different path from Binance. If I had to guess which entity I think would be around 10 years from now, it would be Coinbase for sure. Binance, though, is probably the world's largest exchange in terms of the sheer number of clients and users they have globally. They're much more unfettered and have been able to expand globally. They have something like 550,000 Bitcoin in their vaults. And so anything adverse that happened to them would be pretty catastrophic for the crypto markets. That's where most of the liquidity, especially for a lot of these longer tail altcoins, is really hosted. But yeah, Coinbase has been, in my view, far more prudent in terms of their regulatory approach, getting all of the requisite licenses, and trying to actually forge accommodating relationships with regulatory authorities.